What is up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I discovered thousands of deadly invasive species invading my Jaguar's pool. So we got buckets and nets and began catching as many as we could. And we even found them living in my driveway. Not only did we find these creatures, but we got an update on my pregnant guinea pig, we got to hang out with my sister Hannah's emus and goats, and we completely rebuilt one of the damaged roofs right here at my zoo. Come along on today's adventure and see how many of these creatures we can catch. So it is another day and we have got another project here at the zoo, and today we're redoing our carport completely. So we got the roofing guys here, and this morning they've totally been pulling all of the old wood off. I didn't get here in time to see the old hole. Actually, we still have got the old hole here. The reason why we were doing this is because we had a hole in this roof since we moved in here for 5 years. We got all the dust falling on us. For 5 years we've been dealing with a roof with a hole in it, so the water just pours in every single time. So I decided it is finally time to fix the roof. So we're getting all new plywood, and we've got the area completely protected here. So you can see these are all the fresh sheets of plywood right here, and we've got all the old stuff. So we're gonna be doing maybe a metal roof, but maybe a shingle roof, but we gotta watch where we step because there's these little nails right here. We don't wanna step through the nails and into our foot. Not only are we replacing the plywood, but we're gonna be replacing this whole trim fascia board all the way around. Now the real question is, are we gonna be going with a shingle roof or are we gonna be going with metal? We're not gonna necessarily see the metal roof here, but the metal roof will last 40 years. If we go with shingles, we're looking probably at about 20 years. So we're not sure if we're gonna go with the tar shingle again or we're gonna go with metal. But this project, I think, should be done maybe in the next day or so. Boom, baby. We got a new roof. And yes, I do have a Cybertruck. I see a lot of comments, people asking, is that your Cybertruck? Do you have a Cybertruck? I do indeed have a Cybertruck. I love this vehicle. It's the best driving vehicle in the world. But we got a new carport roof. That's what we're here today for. This thing has literally been leaking for 5 years. Since the day I moved in here, this thing has had a hole in it, and we just didn't do anything for 5 years. We finally did it. I wanted to do aluminum on here for the longest time, but we decided that we were just gonna do tar roof. We were gonna save $5,000, and it's still gonna last us about 15 to 20 years. We did brand new framing all along the outside, and we're gonna be painting all of this the beautiful Cordovan brown color that we paint everything. You can see this enclosure is painted that color. We try to paint everything this color to keep a matching theme at the sanctuary. And obviously we no longer have a hole, which was right over here. This was a ginormous hole, which made this carport kind of useless because you'd back in here and you'd want to keep stuff dry. But when it rained, it would just pour down in. And you could see that this is all like the old water damage on the wood. Now the wood's not rotten by any means, but it is a little bit discolored. But we're gonna be painting all of this fresh plywood, beautiful brown color. And the main reason why we did it, one, we wanted to have a functional carport, and two, we're hosting the MPH Club Rally here on November 15th. We're gonna have about 130 supercars, McLarens, Ferraris, Lambos, the craziest cars you guys have ever seen. It's gonna be right here. I think we're gonna be filming some of it, but it's gonna be absolutely epic. So I think they're gonna be setting up food in here, maybe drinks. I have no idea, but we needed to get it done, and we did just that. So I just got over here to my sister Hannah's, and the main reason why we are here today is to actually check up on the guinea pig that we caught a few weeks ago. We believe this guinea pig is pregnant. We believe this is a breeding population of guinea pigs that we discovered, and we're gonna be back there very soon in a video. So guys, let me know, what do you wanna see when we go back to catch those guinea pigs? And Hannah's actually getting baby Alea down to sleep right now for an afternoon nap. So I decided we would come check up on the emus and the goats. I actually have not been back here in a couple of months. The emus have definitely gotten bigger, and I don't remember there being a second goat here. Honestly, my memory might be poor, but I thought there was only one goat here. What's up, dude? Look at this guy, he's starting to get the horns. Look at the big old goat horns. This is really nice. I've thought about adding some goats to the zoo, but I'm not sure. Now, these emus are definitely a lot more friendly than Shadow. You know, we saw Ghost and Shadow in the last video. Guys, come up. Seems like they're not as friendly as they once were. Maybe if we get down. Yeah, look at this guy's pretty curious. Hi, buddy. How are you doing? What's up? Oh, we're getting stalked. These birds are like real life dinosaurs. They're so curious. Honestly, these are way more curious than mine. I don't know if it's that they're just like young, but these are way more interactive than Ghost and Shadow. And this guy's pretty cool too. Look at this little goat. And then look at you, buddy. Come here, come. Oh my God. I don't want to peck my eye out, but I just have an emu that's pecking my head. See, that's okay from behind, but if that was from the front, I could lose an eye. So we definitely don't want that. What's up, dude? He's doing it a little bit hard, a little more aggressive than I'd like. Honestly, my favorite one of all is definitely this little goat right here. This guy is so friendly. I'm surprised he's not trying to jump on us, but this little guy is super cool. Oh yeah, there you go, buddy. So we're cooling these guys off right now. It's really hot. Even in September here in South Florida, it's still about 95 degrees every day. So it's really important that we keep all of the animals nice and cool. And of course, we've got some of Hannah's cats here. I don't even know where these cats are. It's like a real life jungle. There we go. We've got some beautiful Bengal kittens hanging out right here. This is a super nice space for them that we created. So our same Tiki guys built this enclosure, double door entry, and then this is the new 2x2 wire, which we actually got a bunch of it. We have not used it yet. We're actually getting ready to build Orkin's enclosure. So to give you guys an idea of what Orkin's new enclosure is going to be like, his enclosure is going to be 16 feet long by 16 feet wide by 12 feet tall. So everything from here forward, that is going to be the size of his enclosure. We're going to have a pole in the center. We might be reaching out to Universal Rock to try and do some cool stuff, but that is coming later this week. And we've got the beautiful Bengals. What's up? What's up? Look at these guys, absolutely stunning. Nova and Nala. I think that's their names, I forget. And you can see why they're called Bengal kittens. These cats are quite small, but they have the pattern that almost reminds me of a clouded leopard. So we made it to the garage with Hannah, and Hannah is gloved up. You ready to catch this guinea pig?
I'm gonna try to.
We're gonna try to.
It's still very skittish. I'm trying to earn its trust, but you know, we don't know what this guinea pig has.
I hate that thing. You know, that was quite possibly the worst idea ever to put that thing in here.
I know, I should have put it outside. It happens every like 10 minutes, so.
Do the honors. Let's take a look at this little guinea pig.
He's actually become very friendly.
Wait, she has or he?
He, she, don't know what
no,
it is.
it's definitely a she. This thing was looking pregnant, so
she likes to make her little noises when she's hungry.
Oh, hi.
She's still very skittish.
She's definitely a little bit skittish. What's up, girl? We thought she was pregnant, so we set her up in here. It should be like a nice little nursery for the babies. But she hasn't had any babies. It looks like she's actually lost a little bit of weight. Surprisingly, she was like kind of overweight out in the wild. But even though she's doing good, she's still a little bit shy. And next up today, I'm gonna be sending out some poop samples to the lab. I send out poop all the time to the lab to see if our animals have parasites. This is a part of preventative care for the animals. We collect the poop, we send it out. Now sometimes we send out poop because an animal might have diarrhea, which could mean signs of parasites, and other times we do it just as routine preventative. Send out the sample, see if something comes back so we can treat it, and that is what we're doing today. So we have got some tortoise poop from the tortoises that we rescued from the abandoned house, and we've got some sloth poop. We're not suspecting parasites, but before we move the tortoises to the new area in the back, we want to make sure they're parasite free before they leave quarantine. And for our sloth, we haven't done a fecal sample in 6 months, so we're going to do that today. So we've got them bagged up in here. So we're going to put the poop bag in one, and then we're going to be adding our papers, which actually, this is a paper that we send to the lab, which tells us all the information. So this is for the star tortoise. Perfect. And we've got the same thing for this poop sample right here. And now that we've got our poop samples ready, we're gonna go put them in our drop box. We actually have a drop box out front of the gate where we put these samples in, we call the lab, and they actually pick it up right at our front door. So I was walking back from dropping off the samples, I looked down at this puddle, and I noticed that it was moving. There is some kind of a creature living inside of there. Not just a creature, but multiple little creatures. And I'm pretty sure what we got in here is we've got some tadpoles. We've been having crazy rain here in South Florida, and this part of the driveway is messed up. We're actually getting ready to re-asphalt the entire driveway, so we've got some water that's holding right over there. But this is literally about to dry up any second now. Not any second, but like maybe by tomorrow afternoon it'll be dry. But I just noticed that it was moving. Look at this. This is insane. This is crazy. Look at this. Wait, let me grab one. Look at that. Tadpoles right here. I think these are like little cane. Oh, he fell in. And it looks like some of these guys actually have got like little legs on them. Look, oh no. No, this guy didn't make it. Look, it's drying up really fast. No, okay, we are going to get something right now. We're gonna try to get all these guys now. We've got more puddles there. We might have some more. But if we don't save these little guys, they are not going to make it. They're literally gonna dry up in just a couple of seconds, and I estimate that we've probably got about 50 of them in this puddle. Good morning, guys. Unfortunately, we were not able to get back out here yesterday before it started raining, and it looks like we might have some more rain. If you guys have been watching my channel, Paul's channel, you will know we've been having torrential downpours here in South Florida, which makes it difficult to take care of the animals and also get projects done. So this puddle behind us literally had 1 inch of water in it yesterday. The tadpoles and whatever else is living in there were about to dry out. But because it rained last night, we are backfilled, and if we look really closely, You could see right there. There's one of them right here. There's another one at the surface, but when we get close, they're a little bit spooky. Now, when we come to this side of the pond, we can really see them. Look, 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 here he is. I think that this little guy is actually becoming a little frog. You can see on the back side, he's actually got some little legs and little hands. So he's actually going through his metamorphosis. Oh, I almost caught him. I almost caught him. There's like a million of them in here. Look at this. This is insane. They're living in a puddle in the middle of the street. Now we have a beaker to put them in. We also have got a net. We've also got a bucket. And we've got a ton. Yeah.
Come check this out.
What is it?
Come here.
What do we got? Oh my God.
You thought you had tadpoles over there.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
Motor load.
Oh my gosh. That's insane. Oh my. Dude, there's a million of them.
Thousands of them.
Is there...
It's the mother load.
We have thousands of tadpoles in the Jaguar pond. Oh my gosh, and they're giants. And we got little frogs. Look at this guy. So we got mainly tadpoles, and then that little guy right there is starting to turn into a baby frog. Now these are more than likely Cuban tree frogs, I think. Here,
hard to say at this time.
Let's turn the waterfall off. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Are they
wild.
coming through the waterfall? Are they getting sucked up? Oh, there's one up in here too. There's one in here. I think they're getting sucked up through the pump and they're getting shot out. No way. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I've never seen anything like this. Wait, look at him. Look, he's alive. Turn it off?
I did. I just shut it off.
And now once the water settles, we're really gonna be able to see what's in here. Look, there's a bunch of these little guys in here. And there is literally thousands in here. He's not even joking. This could be a cane toad. This could be Cuban tree frogs. They're really big, so I think they could be a cane toad, and those are the toads that actually produce a neurotoxin. It's one of the worst invasive species that we do have here in South Florida. They plague our backyards, especially this time of year. So we only have one thing to do. We're gonna have to get inside of this pond, and we're gonna have to net all these guys out. But first, we're gonna head to the driveway and try and get those. Let's actually take a net right now and just kind of scoop it along the surface here. It's really shallow, so whatever's in here should come into the net pretty easily. Look what we've got so far. We've got one. Let's put them inside the beaker right now. You can see them right here. We're just gonna drop them in. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. So cool. I remember as a kid going around and catching these guys, and look at him. He's actually starting to develop his little feet. This looks like a real life alien. I know it's hard to see him, but we have got a ton of these little guys, and soon enough we're gonna have thousands of them. They have not developed as much, so they're still in that tadpole stage, so you can really see the different stages here. Oh, this one's starting to be a little frog. Look at him. He's starting to crawl around. So looks like we've got all stages. Now this actually looks like 2 different kinds of tadpoles. Look, because one of them is super dark and the other one's super light. Honestly, I'm not an expert on these tadpoles. I have no idea what's what, but I'm thinking the smaller ones are the Cuban tree frogs, and the bigger one is the cane toad. So, oh, we got some more. We got them. We did a double whammy here. So we got the dark ones, we got the light ones. And right now, take a look in here in the beaker. We're just gonna drop them right in right now. Absolutely insane. We just caught a couple more, and I think we'll call it a wrap here and head over to Noir's pond. But so far, we've got a ton of these little tadpoles right here in the beaker. So this is definitely gonna be a little bit tricky in here. We've got thousands of tadpoles. We're gonna try to get as many as we can, but obviously, we're not gonna be able to get all of them. It's just impossible. So let's get in here right now. First step is we're gonna need to take our boots off because we're gonna have to be getting in here. And then second step is we're gonna actually add some water in here. There's so many tadpoles that if you come here, when we go to add water, I thought we were gonna get some here, but I guess not. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna add water to this bucket, and now the best thing that we can do is we're gonna try to herd them all this way. We wish we had a bigger net, but all the other nets we have are not fine enough mesh. So come here right now, come take a look at this, what we're gonna be doing right now. We're just gonna come here, and we're just gonna come here all the way to this corner. We're gonna try to scoop as many tadpoles. All right, I'm getting in. This is crazy. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look how many we just got in one scoop. We probably got over 100 of these crazy tadpoles, and we're gonna bring them right here to the beaker right now for you guys to see. And this is crazy that this is in Noir's pond, so we're gonna definitely have to do maintenance. So when Noir is in here, we're gonna be cleaning it every day or every other day. This is only happening because this pond's been running for about 2 weeks now and we haven't done anything to it. But look at that, we have got a ton of these little tadpoles. Oh my gosh, look at them. Literally hundreds of them, literally hundreds. I don't think I've ever seen this many tadpoles in one place in my entire life. So we got these guys here. Obviously, when we get to this bigger area, it's gonna be a lot harder to catch them. We can only go so fast, and we can try and herd them as best as we can. And just with that little scoop, look how many more we got right here. Now we're gonna bring them over to the orange bucket. Honestly, they look delicious. If we dip them in a little soy sauce, who knows? They might be really good. We have no idea, but look at this as they go in the bucket. Crazy. That one scoop probably got us, I mean, Dad, how many think are in there? 150? 200 of them? All right, into the bucket it goes. Another 100 tadpoles. I don't think you guys have seen us actually use, oh, something just came out of it. Look at that. We just had a Cuban tree frog come out of the drain box. This guy just hopped out. Look at him right here. Caught him just like that. He just got through the crevice. So more than likely, the tree frogs are living inside of this drain box. Now that we just saw this guy come out, now that we caught this guy, I don't even want to open this up until we have a bin. If we open this up, it could explode with frogs because if there's one, there's normally a lot more. All right, here we go. I don't know where that tree frog went. He disappeared, but right now we're gonna open the drain cover. This is really heavy. What do we got in here? I see one, I see two, I see 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. There's a million of them in here. Hold on, let's really move this out of the way. Look at this. We have Cuban tree frogs. I believe this is a native green tree frog right here. We've got a cane toad in here. We've got 3 different species. So I believe this guy right here, don't quote me on it, but I believe this is our native green tree frog. I've never seen a Cuban tree frog like this. Frog people, if I got it wrong, let me know, but I believe this is a native green tree frog. So what are we gonna do with the native green tree frog? Look at him. He's absolutely stunning. Look at those eyes. We're gonna let him be. But we do wanna catch those. We wanna catch all of the Cuban tree frogs out of here. 1, 2, these guys are like sleeping in here. So we're gonna get them right here in this bin right now. All right, we got them in. We gotta be really fast because they'll actually jump out. They're jumping 1, 2. Oh, that's the problem, is they go to jump. We got them. We have got a bin full of these invasive frogs. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Cuban tree frogs. We've got 1 cane toad. I don't think there's anyone else in here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna open the drain and we should have a ton of tadpoles coming out. Oh, they're in here. Look, 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 they're coming. Oh my gosh, they're coming through. We've got the drain open and we actually have the little pipe opening. If you guys watch the building series, you know that we have the drain pipe right here going right out and into our drain field. And just like that, our pond is empty and all of the invasive species are gone. So that is going to end today's episode. I hope all of you guys did enjoy watching today's video. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments, what videos do you guys want to see next? And if you guys are not yet subscribed yet to me, well, all you have to do is go right now and subscribe below.